I'm very honored. This is for Speak You Network, which is an online women's channel. We
Cool.
launched on Facebook back in October, and it's all about women and women doing amazing things.
Well, good
So,
for you.
again,
That's a good gig.
thank you. So my question is, can you summarize for me your amazing career in Congress, like the different positions?
Well, I
please?
just can't even believe that I'm there because I had never run for office. There was no one political in my family, but we grew up around the dinner table talking about freedom and how we lost our native homeland of Cuba to communism, and how we should all fight to establish a free Cuba again. So it was political in that sense, but I never thought that I'd run for office. I was a principal of an elementary school. I was a Florida certified teacher. Never thought about politics, but somebody said, rather than just helping these students and these parents, you could run for office, set the policy, and help a lot more people. So my dad and I signed up for a campaign school run by the GOP, and they taught us how to be a great candidate. And my dad was the campaign manager, my mom was the volunteer coordinator. So it was really grassroots campaign. I never thought that we would ever really win or get to the United States Congress, but here I am. Is this a great country or what? So to think that someone 8 years old came to this country not speaking a word of English could become a member of the United States Congress says a lot, not about Ileana Ros-Lehtinen. It says a lot about the opportunities that are available in this great country. So I'm totally awed every time I see the Capitol Dome. I can't believe that I have this great gig, and we're going to have wonderful people running for my seat, Democratic and Republican candidates, and my last day will be January 3rd, but it's been the greatest honor of my professional life to have been in Congress.
And thank you for serving.
Thank you. It's a joy. It doesn't even feel like a job. You get to do fun and exciting things every day. When I woke up this morning, little did I think that I would end up doing a press conference on what's happening in Nicaragua. I mean, you've got to be flexible. You've got to be ready to go, and I get to serve with wonderful members of Congress here in our South Florida delegation: Carlos Curbelo, Mario Diaz-Balart, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Frederica Wilson, Alcee Hastings, Ted Deutsch, Lois Frankel. They're just terrific members, and I'm in awe every day that I get to serve my community.
And so, how many years have you been serving?
Oh my golly, I have been in Congress 29 years, but before that, I was 7 years in the Florida legislature, 4 years as a House member, 3 years as a senator. I met my husband Dexter as a state legislator. I had just recently been elected. He was already there as a state representative. He was a Democrat, I was a Republican. I had him switch over. And we ran for the Senate together, and then he went off to be U.S. Attorney, and I went to Congress. It's been an amazing 29 years of serving this community. But we've got great candidates, and the voters are going to be very happy with the way this race unfolds.
And so you have done amazing things, and you have led throughout your years in the Congress. What's been your motto and your mindset for a woman,
Well,
a Cuban-American woman?
yeah.
Can you share that?
Well, for me, it's always been proud to serve, humbled to serve, honored to serve. And yes, I've met heads of state and important people. This week we'll be with the president of France, and that's all terrific. But the best part is representing the community. I've got very liberal sections. I've got very conservative sections. I represent areas: Miami Beach, Coral Gables, Key Biscayne, Little Havana, and it's just a joy to represent a beautiful community full of hardworking, honest, terrific people, and I just couldn't be happier. Everything has worked out.
Two more questions. If now that you're getting ready, right, to take some rest, right?
Oh, I'm going to get a
Well-deserved
job.
rest.
Believe me, it's not one of those, I'm going to spend more time with my family. My family says, no, Mom, no, Grandma. We see you plenty. Go get a job.
So, what do you take away? What are your three biggest takeaway from the journey?
Well, I would say that you've got to run for this seat if you've got a servant's heart, like Jeb always says. a heart that wants to serve the community, that you're not in it to enrich yourself, you're not in it to make a big name for yourself. You're just another member of the community who happens to have this great honor. So my big takeaway is that you've got to be humbled about this job, because people say nice things now that you're retiring. Soon they'll forget you. Be kind to people on your way up, because you're going to meet them on your way down. So I try to practice kindness every day.
And lastly, any thoughts or advice on young women who want to pursue, who want
I'm
to
so
follow?
glad that you're doing this, and it's precisely for women, because I think that young women need to be encouraged more to run for office. We often fundraise for the Red Cross or for the American Cancer Society, for other groups, and so we think, oh, we can't fundraise for my own self. And I hope that young women become interested in running for office, and that fundraising is not a stumbling block. I hope that they see that there's a greater purpose in running for office. You can improve your community, improve your neighborhood, improve the nation. There are many opportunities, and I hope that young women get inspired to run for office.
And you've been a great example. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
time.
I've loved
Thank
every
you for your
minute of it.
service.
Thank you.